Hey guys, Cactar here, bringing you guys weekly deck profile number 4. This week's deck is more of a fun deck than a competitive deck, but for giggles this week I took it to locals, went 3-2 in regular play, made top 8, but I played Gravekeepers and I lost in top 8. But you know, Gravekeepers are a good deck, so it's to be expected, because this is only really a fun deck, but you can try to make it competitive if you want. I call this deck Old School Ritual. Most people in the past who have played Yu-Gi-Oh! May better know this deck as Demise OTK. You play 3 copies of Demise King of Armageddon, pay 2,000 life points to blow up the field except himself. He's good now, but when priority is gone, you know, he's not as great, but it's still a very fun card and it's pretty good. One teched Reshef the Dark Being. Okay, so most people are probably giving me crap for this and say, hey, you shouldn't be playing this card, it's so bad. But this is only a fun deck, so I don't expect too much. You can play Metal Armored Bug to give you more normal monsters, but it is a trade-in target, so you can use it for that if this card's dead. And its effect is actually pretty good. Discard 1 spell card from your hand, take control of 1 monster your opponent's side of the field until the end phase, so it can be face up, face down, and you can flip it, attack with it, whatever. It lasts till the end of the turn, and you can only use it once per turn, so think of it like a better version of Mind Crush or Change of Heart. And it's 2,500, so it's more than Demise. 3 copies of Manju, 10,000 hands. You have to have this card in every ritual deck. It searches out your ritual spell, advanced ritual art, or end of the world, or the ritual monsters you need. Just depends on the situation. 1 copy of Sonic Bird, same deal with the Manju. It searches out the field spell, or not field spell, advanced ritual art, or end of the world. Okay, here's your normal engine. 3 Insect Knights. This is the Doom Dozer version of the deck. There are other variants of this kind of deck, but yeah, I like the Insect version. It's kind of fun. Insect Knight is just a 1900 vanilla. You can ram into Thunder King Ryo with it, or Doom Caliber, and yeah, so it's good. 1 Neobug. I didn't have a second one, so I played something else, and that is Girochin Kuwagata. It's a 1700 insect. You mainly want to dump these guys for advanced ritual art, and then go Doom Dozer when you get there. I'll explain it. But yeah, you only run 5 normals. Like I said, if you want to take the Reshef out for a Metal Armor Bug, you can. 2 copies of Doom Dozer. He can only be special summoned by removing 2 insect monsters from play. And when he inflicts battle damage, you send the top card of your opponent's deck to the grave. That effect isn't really as important. You just want the 2800 beat stick to go for your OTK. And I'll explain it, you know, after I show the cards. 1 Spirit Reaper to give you stall, and you also play 1 Marshmallon. This card's very underrated in my opinion. It's like Spirit Reaper, except doesn't have all those nasty, if I target it with Lance, it dies. I didn't have a second Spirit Reaper, so I put Marshmallon in and it worked pretty well. 1 Jar to recycle your hands. I have no dualities, so yeah, it works in some instances and can be very bad if you play it at the wrong time to give your opponents pluses and stuff. 1 Sorcerer. You play lights and darks, so 1 Sorcerer is acceptable. You can try 2, but 1 just works fine. I might try 2 sometime later. Well, we'll see about that. And then 1 Gorz to stop OTKs. You kind of have to have it in every deck. So that's it for monsters. Going on to spells. 1 Advanced Ritual Art. Your main way of getting Demise or Reshef out. Dumps your insects to the grave for Doom Dozer. It's part of the heart of your OTK. And then 2 Run of the Worlds in case you don't have this card to get Demise out. So yeah. And you can pitch a Reshef if it's dead. 2 copies of Trade-In. You play 6 8-star targets. I think it's, yeah, 6 8-star targets. So it gives you acceleration, I guess. A little bit more. 2 copies of Gold Sarc to search out your limited cards or your Megamorph. This deck doesn't play Hidden Armory. I don't like that card right now. But yeah, 2 stars to search out your limited stuff, like Truande, so you can go for your OTK, or Trapstone. 2 copies of Megamorph. I'll explain this card's purpose. 2 MSTs, back row hate. Feather the Phoenix, attacked Feather the Phoenix. If you use your advanced ritual art, you're going to have problems getting it back late game, so you can discard 1 card to put it on top. You could try Magical Stone Excavation. That's up to you, it's just your preference. I like this card though. 1 Avarice to recycle, just 1. You don't have enough acceleration to go through and play 2. Truande, Reborn, and Darkle for staples. So that's it for spells. On to traps. 2 Threatening Roar to stop you from getting handled while you try to set up your OTK. And yeah, This card actually proved to be useful. They tried to trap stun you during their turn. You chain threatening, so they can't do anything. 2 trap stuns, again like Giant Truande to go for OTKs, and then 1 Mirror Force because it's Mirror Force. It's massive monster removal. No Torrential in this deck. I could try to squeeze that in, but yeah. Okay, so time to explain the OTK. You try to have Doom Dozer in your hand, like a Demise, like say Manju, Megamorph, and I don't know, Truande. I guess that would be the ideal hand. Let's see if I can find my Truande. Here it is. So what you would do, your main facilitator for the OTK, you, I don't know, draw your card. So you get Threatening Roar. You would summon your Manju, go for Advanced Ritual Art. Here. I'm not going to shuffle, I'm just going to show you. You activate Advanced Ritual Art. Well, let me take that back. You would Truande their field first if it applies. You go Advanced Ritual Art, sending 2 insects to the grave. Bringing out Demise, King of Armageddon. You pay 2,000 to blow up like their monsters in field and whatever. So now that your life points are lower than your opponent's, you special summon Doom Dozer. Remove the 2 insects from play, and then equip Megamorph to the Doom Dozer. Now he's a 5600. You swing in for 56, swing for 24, and that's how you get the OTK. That's your main win condition. You can try to do it with vanilla beatdown, but yeah. So that's the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this weekly deck profile. Any suggestions? Go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And I'm gonna wrap this up. My camera's about today, so rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching, YouTube. Peace out.